I loved India. Oh, God. I loved India. It was my home, and I felt we were going to stay in India, my friend and I. But then I got sick.
Where in India?
I had a gout attack.
Where
in Rishikesh, northern India, 6 hours north of Delhi. Rishikesh, the Ganges River, the holy Ganges, and the Himalayan mountains behind it, the white clouds, the blue sky, really beautiful. But I want to read you a story. I'll read you the comment of a story rather than a story, or should I read a story about?
How long is this story?
How long is it? Oh, it's probably about 5 minutes, 7 minutes. What should I read the one that talks about India? Gandhi took him in his heart. It's about, it talks about experiences I had in India, but not as fully as if I read you the story about the experience. I refer to this. Read about the experience? Okay. Let me think. And then I think I'll read you. I'll read you the shop owner. That's a cute story.
The shop owner?
The shop owner.
Okay.
Yeah. 184.
Give me my phone, please.
And then I'm going to read you one short piece that compares Thailand and India. We'll finish up with that. That's only 3 pages. This is a short piece too. We may have time to read more. The shop owner. If you want to go east, don't go west. That was Ramakrishna, an Indian saint. If you want to go east, don't go west. It was in a rainstorm out of nowhere. We were caught under a sheltered roof. We had just eaten supper at the Choti Walla, masala dosas with hot ginger water. Sandy also had Indian chai, tea. What to do now? The rain poured down outside. We noticed the shopkeeper, a little man with a mustache, dark brown hair and brown eyes. We had gone into his shop to look for something organic. It had been 5 weeks now without organic food, except for what we brought from the States. I found a nut and date bar. It looked good for 60 rupees, $1.32. And Sandy said, if you want it, Harry, buy it. And I wanted to give the Indian my business. After all, his little shop was providing us shelter, so I bought it. It was good. The shopkeeper attended to another customer. I hoped he wouldn't forget the 40 rupees from my 100 rupee note. I waited patiently. He finished with the other customer, saw me and remembered. He handed me 4 folded 10 rupee notes. I checked to see if they were torn. Torn money is no good in India. Even the beggars don't want it. The 10 rupee notes, although old and dirty, were in order. Sandy asked the man if there were a taxi stand where we'd get a taxi back to Lakshman Jula. He said yes, up the road, around the corner to the right, and then to the left. But I don't know if anyone is still there. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, and they may have gone home. Sandy asked if there were an internet cafe. She had to email Joshua about her plans to get to Delhi. That's her son. She had, at his request, decided to fly. The man said there was an internet cafe to our right in the music shop, down on the other side of the Choti Walla. He and I struck up a conversation. I told him he had a nice shop, to which he replied, I had an opportunity to go to Australia where I could have earned $50,000 a year, but I said no. Why should I go to Australia when all I want I have here? The Ganga is all that is important to me, not money. The Ganga is what I love. The money I can't take with me, and besides, I may be gone tomorrow. And what good will the money do me then? But the Ganga, I will never leave the Ganga. Is this your shop? Sandy asked. Are you the owner? No, the man answered. He is the owner. I am just a servant. I am his shopkeeper. And he pointed to a picture of a little indentation in the wall in which his picture hung. He is the owner, the man said again. Krishna. I laughed. God, Krishna. I laughed. He laughed. We knew we had understood one another. Do you have a piece of plastic I can put over my head? Sandy asked. No, he said. A plastic bag, I asked. Maybe you have a plastic bag. He thought a moment, opened a drawer, and took out a large white plastic bag, which he folded all around in the shape of a hat. Then he took out a large roll of new Scotch tape, pulled out the end, and took off a piece which he placed over one folded edge of the plastic bag shaped like a hat. Here, he said, now it is good. Sandy put it over her head, and we all laughed. It looked like a white fedora. We thanked the shopkeeper and left. It had stopped raining intensely, although it was still continued to come down. We walked to the cafe only to learn that the internet was closed. Is there a taxi stand that is open here in Ramjula? Sandy asked. A man in the back of the store said, yes, there is a taxi stand. To the left, up the hill, around to the left, but I don't know if anyone is still there. Another man standing next to him said, try. There may still be someone. A woman with dark hair and a shawl over her head said, come with me. I'm staying up there at a hotel, and I will take you there. We went with the woman. Where are you from? I asked. Sandy and I both noticed her accent. From England, she said. That's what I thought, Sandy said. We are from the States. Which state? Massachusetts. Oh, I know it well, the woman said. Do you live here? I asked. No, I live in England, but I have been coming here since '03, and this was 2010. This time I've come for 10 months. In '03 I came back to India, found Rishikesh, and fell in love with it. I haven't been here for 18 years, I said, but my friend has come to India often. We both love it too. The rain kept coming down. What will we do if there are no taxis? Sandy asked. There'll be a taxi, I said, Sandy. You can count on it. If there is no taxi, we can call one from a hotel, Sandy said. There are always taxis out every hotel, in front of every hotel, the woman said. We could walk back, Sandy, I said, to Lakshmanjula. Sandy was wearing open-toe sandals and her socks were already wet. I don't want to get caught in a snowstorm, in a rainstorm, she said, and it could begin raining fiercely at any moment. We went up the hill around to the left, stepping over mud puddles and dung as best we could. My flashlight was affixed to my forehead, and Sandy held hers in her hand. The woman shined her flashlight onto the road in front of us and in the rain. We saw a number of jeeps parked on the side of the road, and the woman asked the man in Hindi if the jeeps were still running, and would he take us to Lakshmanjula. He said he would. It would cost 50 rupees. I jumped at it and said fine. We thanked the woman for her kindness and her help. I gave her a big hug and a kiss on both cheeks. She laughed and said, not at all. No problem. I was glad to do it. We pushed back the canvas door of the Jeep. Sandy got in front. I got in alongside her, but she said, Harry, get in back. I got out and got in the back. 5 minutes later, we were in front of the Sri Guruji. Sandy got out, and I paid the driver. Namaste, I said to him, raising my hand in front of my heart. Thank you. He nodded as he took my 5 10-rupee notes and smiled. As we went into the ashram, Sandy said, Harry, do you think that woman was Indian? Yes, I said. She spoke Hindi to the jeep driver. She is probably an Indian who grew up in England and has now come home. I recalled how lovely her bright dark brown eyes were, her thin frame, her sparkling black hair under her shawl, and her sweet smile. That's India, I said, always so full of hope, love, kindness, and compassion. Now I know why they let jeeps on this side of the Ganges, Sandy said, and I will never be angry again when they beat their horns mercilessly at us. Lord Krishna, I said, I will never again complain about being awakened from a deep sleep by the sound of the early morning chanting and the evening arti. I will never again complain about the blaring music, the endless noise, the complete lack of silence and peace I find in India. There is something much deeper than silence in India, and that is the sound of silence, inching its way into every pore and crevice of the land and of my soul. In that moment I thought, nothing has really changed in 18 years. It is still so lovely, the view to the Ganges below my balcony and the Himalayan mountains beyond with the white clouds and blue sky above. I could die here and it would be all right because I would know finally, after all my travels, I have come home.